that's funny.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Hump Day. It's Wednesday. We're back at the podcast again here, rolling out 2020 with a lot of really good information we've picked up over the last couple of months. And once again, we've got good information that really going to spark some interest and give people some things to really start thinking about here. Just back to the introductions. I'm Tom Christie.
Adam Baumline.
And Bill Seach.
Hey, guys.
Stratton Mortgage.
Yeah, Stratton Mortgage here. And, again, just, we've been talking a lot of, different things that we do together, the different, loans that we've been putting on. One of the things that we have found to really start to pick up, we got to touch on 2018, 2019, people have bought homes. There are a lot of people looking into refis right now. Rates were a little bit higher then, and we're trying to show people the math. It either makes sense or it doesn't. So I don't know about you guys. I do. You're seeing an influx of those people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What are your thoughts with that? Because I'm seeing a really good benefit here.
I've had some people that even purchased 2 years ago where we're looking at some situations or some scenarios right now where they're staying on the same time frame, so they're not moving back to 30 years. In their case, because the value is going up, getting rid of PMI because they didn't put 20% down, and reducing their interest rate almost a percentage point. I think it's about right at a point. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be saving $200 a month.
Yep.
They don't have any lender fees, minimal title fees. Of course, go back through the same lender, so the escrows can essentially roll over. So really, minimal cost, saving $200 a month for the same time frame is huge. Or some of the government loans we did, so FHA, VA, they're refinancing right now.
And to piggyback on that, a client I'm working with right now bought their home in May of 2019. So it's that's 9 months. They made their first payment in June. So they're able, because of where rates were then, where they're at now, I'm able to do that refinance with no appraisal, no income. They're lowering their rate by a point, and they're going from 29 years left down to a 24-year, 3-month loan. The same exact payment. I'm changing absolutely nothing except how many years they own to that loan, how much money of that payment goes towards principal.
And we're showing them within the system graphs and very easy to understand information on, how much more equity they're going to gain, or,
It's real estate wealth building, what we talk about, right?
Yeah.
This is the next step to building real estate
or
wealth.
save, like a lot of these people, I'm comfortable with my payment. Great. Listen, let us show you what happened if you take that same $200, whatever you're saving, put it towards your payment. So we put it in an amortization schedule, and we're showing them what their balance is, where it will be, how long is that recoup time. I mean, literally everything. It's real easy to understand. And like the 2 or 3 people in the past 2 days, I'm really glad you guys sent that to us. Like you said, that's where the advisors were trying to present that information. Where, anybody, you're just calling to getting a rate and
even if you
number of fees.
Even if you spend a couple $1,000, I mean, you're cutting off 5 years off that loan.
Yeah.
Do the math to that, right?
And that's the other thing. We show that math too. I mean, in most cases, and that's the stigma to refinance. It's like, well, I'm just not trying to go back to a 30-year fix, or I'm not trying to add to the balance of my loan. Look at the math. Like, I've done numerous occasions where the loans actually paid people. I mean, it's not every situation, but it's happened. I mean, it's something we do. And I tell people, right, if this doesn't work out, doesn't deliver, don't close the loan. I mean, it's that simple.
We've all had people who have called that depend, rates are always fluctuating, right? So depending on when they bought, they're kind of at that point where, rates are lower, but it's not really beneficial, let's be honest. And we tell them, hey, look, you can go down a quarter point or something, but it's not for them to, in those particular scenarios, it just didn't make any sense to do.
Yeah, but it does give them that vote of confidence to them to know, like, I'm already in the best situation. Hey, thanks for doing my mortgage checkup for me. Yeah. I mean, it's just looking at math.
Because they're probably getting, anybody who's listening is probably getting a solicitation a day or two on top of everybody advertising. I mean, it's everywhere. Yeah. And
there's nothing to sell with it. It's just us saying, here's the math. It either makes sense or it doesn't. I mean, 1 + 1 will always equal 2. I mean, if any of us here try to tell you equals 4, then you should run.
Yeah. Just like, you use a financial planner when you invest your money, right? Use an advisor for
same thing
to do this, how to beat the bank. I mean, that's really what you're doing is if you're taking a rate and lowering it, but adding years, you're beating the bank a little bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much like accelerating your payment.
And there could be, and I don't know that we've run into the situation yet, but with values increasing, there could be somebody out there who hasn't refinanced for a long time, has got a lot of equity.
Waiver.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I got one this morning.
Yeah, appraisal waiver, or if they take cash out and they're consolidating some debt, right? How do they know? Is that going to be worth it? Is that good? Is that bad? Well, we have this. We'll plug it all in there and we'll show you, hey, this is going to be good. Or you know what?
I've heard of people doing scenarios like that, rolling some debt into a loan and maintaining that same monthly payment, and they're paying their house off in less than 10 years. Yeah. I mean, imagine that, having a mortgage-free home that you thought was going to take you 30 years to pay off now has been situated and restructured to pay off in 7 years.
With other debt that you had.
And you don't change what your already monthly expenses are. Like again,
you're not paying more.
Yeah,
you're paying
every situation is different, but that's what we do with the math and present, hey, here it is. It either, again, works or it doesn't.
Yep.
This is why everybody needs to reach out. I mean, just send a message, something, and it's as simple as taking a snapshot of your mortgage statement and send it. Hey, guys, look at this. Is there anything that can be done? It's either yes or no. So it's really that simple. It doesn't need to be more complicated than it is.
And we do have the stuff down to the lower scores too. I mean, we're not just conforming borrowers. There's
a lot of options.
I mean, I did one to 561 last week. So that's pretty low credit score. You know what I mean? So I mean, I get them 5% still at that score. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's why we're brokers, because we have more options, which is not just one little box. There's like over 30 boxes of options that we have. But generally speaking, but it's it really is just one box when you go to some of these retails. It either works here or it doesn't. Us like, it doesn't work here, but let's look over here and see if there's another option. So
and we talked about that in investor stuff too, where it's you want to get into investing, as long as you have the down payment, it's just going off the house's rent. It's not really going off your income anymore. So
we'll cover that in the coming episodes too. But that leads into,
we are all again just talking about this before the podcast here. How many people are you working with right now that are prepping for their house and that they're buying in late spring to early summer, and we're in January.
Yeah, getting their credit ready, getting getting their tax returns in order because they're using that. Maybe they're paying down some debt. Whatever the situation is, getting things in order, they are preparing. So if you're not preparing, you're going to be behind the 8 ball. You need to be ready to go, because even now, I mean, they're even finding houses right now. It's still a good time to buy. So
they're going fast. I've seen them go on the weekend. They're gone over weekend. The Columbus is that good right now.
If you're not ready, you are going to miss out, and it's going to hurt. It's going to sting a little bit. You're going to find the home that you really want, and you're not going to be ready, and you're not going to get it, and it's going to,
and that's where we even back to that, where we also try to take an extra step forward when multiple offer situations. We try to figure out ways to, like, how can we make your offer stand out? Not just, hey, here's the pre-approval, good luck in there. We try to share ideas, different ways to help you stand out amongst maybe the other 4 or 5 people that are in there, because again, Columbus is the hottest market in the nation right now, and people are looking to invest here. From afar, even. I mean, from other countries are looking that they can make more money buying property in Columbus than they can in stock markets, because affordability.
Where they live. I've got a guy he lives in Oregon. He's buying investment, closing in next week.
I have a guy from Alabama buying a property here right now. So I mean, they're coming from all over the place because it's affordable and the appreciation's there. Mm-hmm. Everyone needs a place to live. So you'd be better served to have something of worthwhile there, another asset for yourself down the road, than paying a renter that's you get nothing out of it. I own rental properties. I want renters, but I want people to be homeowners.
What's a common thing we hear? I mean, I hear it probably 2 or 3 times a day. Hey, you know what? Now my rent is, it's as much as what a house payment's going to be.
Yep. In most cases, I'm seeing a mortgage payment cheaper than what rents are.
Yeah, that's possible.
I mean, numerous times I've seen people, I'm paying $1,500 a month. Their mortgage payment all in is $1,300 a month.
And those are the people that, maybe they're not ready to buy today, but they know they want to. That's reached the point where, like, okay, I'm going to purchase. This is a goal for me, and we help you get there. We help you plan. We keep in contact with you. We give you ideas what to do. Obviously, we're not a credit repair company, but we can make suggestions. We work with local credit repair companies if somebody needs that. If somebody's preparing for a job, a graduation, there's a bunch of different reasons why someone may not be ready today, but is preparing. We can make sure the rest of it's ready to go, so that when the time is right,
and get you in the right path. And again, everybody that's listening, I would assume, they've got jobs, they've got families, they have social life things that they want to do. So the last thing is like, I don't have time for this. Read this sign, ask Stratton. That's what we're here for as a mortgage advisor, is to take that off of your plate.
If you don't have time now, imagine when you're trying to do it.
Yeah.
You're trying to rush around it. Yeah. That's not going to be good. You need to do it now.
And when you call it, there's not, hey, give me an application fee. None of that. You call us, we're going to help you get in that right position, and we figure it out from there.
Yeah, we don't charge anything.
You could even go through underwriting too, and people don't know that. You can actually go through underwriting and not have a house picked out. You can be lock and shop, lock your rate for 60, 90 days, and
there's that step that puts you over everybody else too. So we have a ton of options. You guys have got to reach out to us and at least ask, be inquisitive. Anybody we ever talk to, we suggest ask as many questions as you can. This is the biggest purchase you're going to make in 2020. So let's make it a profitable purchase, and again, a place that you're going to need to live. So I think that wraps us up for today. So you guys have anything else to add here until next week? Or
reach out to us, check out the website, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Spotify, Instagram.
There's going to be more coming even. Like I said, we're trying to make sure people know their options and not just subjected to one avenue. So
maybe then I said the Goodyear blimp would be the Stratton blimp.
Yeah.
Get a blimp going around Columbus.
Stratton
blimp.
Stratton Arena.
Stratton Arena.
Ask Stratton.
There you go.
All right, guys.
Cool. Have a good one. Take care.
We'll see you.
Bye-bye.